Yeah, they do need a running game.
Yeah, so there are a ton of running backs that are going to be available.
Which is amazing because they used to be a solely run-the-ball team. So.
Yeah, but then O.J. Simpson killed people, so.
Obviously, they did sacrifice some defense for offense, and that came back to bite them a little bit. It's tough to answer to what the Chiefs bring on offense, and I don't know how much longer they can keep doing it with contracts coming up, but that's been impressive.
It just seems like the Chiefs are printing money, man. They paid Tyreek Hill all this money. They paid Travis Kelce all this money. They paid Chris Jones all this money. Pat Mahomes got a $500 million contract. Like, where are they coming up with all this money? It's like they're printing it. But, yeah, the Chiefs just smothered the Bills. The first quarter, it looked like the Bills had the formula. Like, all right, what you need to do is make them make mistakes. And then Mecole Hardman fumbled the ball on that muffed punt and set them up for a touchdown. And it was like, all right, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. And then, like, every drive, it was just touchdown after touchdown after touchdown for the Chiefs. And at one point, it just looked like that Bills defense just didn't want to be there.
No, you could tell that they were just a lot of standing around. It was, like the air just came out of the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, you would think that they were playing the Patriots if that was the case, but...
Other than the fact that ever since the playoffs started, that defense has always been on the field, so... and, you can't give up huge chunks of running game on the ground either, so...
No,
that helped their case.
Which they did fine against the run, except on the wide receiver end-arounds, but they just couldn't stop the passing game. And I know I just said you can't win the game by only passing. But when you get creative with Pat Mahomes being able to run the ball and running it with Mecole Hardman and running it with Tyreek Hill and then using like little shovel passes, which are essentially just a risky handoff, you can. Like, that's how you eliminate the issue of a weak running game and make it a strength. So... we got the Chiefs and the Patriots to look forward to. We got Brady versus Mahomes, which we saw in the AFC Championship game 2 years ago. We thought we were going to see in the AFC Championship game last year. Never happened. Now we got it in the Super Bowl, which I'm excited for the weekend to be the Super Bowl halftime show. So.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun Super Bowl. I like the matchup. I like the halftime show. Potentially, obviously the Weeknd is very talented and puts on a great performance based on all the award shows he's done. So,
yeah.
And I'm obviously rooting for the Chiefs.
Yep. I think we're all rooting for the Chiefs. So we'll talk about our predictions and stuff next week. How we think the game's going to go, key matchups, stuff like that. But this week, I think that's all we got. I think we're done. Unless you guys have anything more you want to talk about.
No, if we're saving Super Bowl picks for till next week, we're good.
We've got 2 weeks until the Super Bowl, so let's not, blow our load now. All right, so there's nothing else. How about we get into some This Week in Sports History? You ready?
Let's do it.
As almost always, I found this information on onthisday.com. On January 27th, 1894, the first college basketball game was played between the University of Chicago and Chicago YMCA. University of Chicago wins 19-11.
Wow.
That's a blowout for that score. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, who knew that Chicago YMCA was a college? Not me.
More you know.
Yeah, the more you know. All right. Guys, I want to thank you all for listening. Dan and Dan, I want to thank you guys for being here. If you want to check us out on Twitter, we are at Dan D'Antoni. On Facebook, we are Dan D'Antoni Sports. If you want to send us an email, dandantonisports@gmail.com. So for Dan, Tony, and Dan, have a good night.